Hello,
I'm
Assalamu
curious,
alaikum.
what's the story behind this step?
My name is Masan. Today I am here to talk with you about the topic of as the role of creativity in problem solving. May I call any with me and with the had the live question and answer.
Wa alaikum assalam, Vakis. Love that you're bringing creativity and problem solving to the table. That's such a juicy topic. I'm totally here for a live vibe. What's the thing or idea you want to kick off with?
My first
And
question,
hey,
I believe
what got you interested?
my first question, how does creativity help in problem solving?
Great question, Vakis. Creativity is like the secret sauce in problem solving. It helps us think, come up with fresh, unexpected solutions. Instead of getting stuck in this is how it's always done, creativity opens doors to new angles, ideas, and approaches. Have you ever had a moment when a creative twist totally changed how you tackled a problem? I'd love to hear your story.
Uh, what is the difference between great thinking and ordinary thinking?
Ah, I love this one. Creative thinking is like jazz, improvising, mixing ideas, and breaking the usual patterns. It's about curiosity, playfulness, and seeing connections where others might not. Ordinary thinking, on the other hand, is more like following a recipe step by step, predictable, and sticking to what's known or safe. Both have their place, but creativity lets you explore the unexpected. What do you think? Do you lean more toward creative or ordinary thinking in your day to day?
Okay, I'm satisfied. But my next question: does creativity automatically activate when facing a difficult problem?
That's a thoughtful one, Vacus. Creativity doesn't always kick in automatically when a problem pops up, it often needs a little nudge. Sometimes stress or pressure can actually block creative thinking, making us stick to familiar solutions. But when we give ourselves space to breathe, play with ideas, or even step away for a bit, creativity tends to flow more naturally. What about you? Do you find your creative side switches on under pressure, or do you need some mental wiggle room?
Okay, are creative solutions always better than logic? Why or why not?
Ah, the classic creativity vs. Logic showdown. Here's the scoop. Creative solutions bring fresh, out of the box ideas that can totally transform a problem, especially when the usual logical answers aren't cutting it. But logical solutions are grounded, reliable, and often necessary for practical, step by step fixes. So it's not really about one being better than the other, it's about balance. The best problem solving often mixes creative spark logical structure. What's your take? Do you lean more toward creative leaps or logical steps?
Okay, can you share a real life examples when creativity made our problems easier to solve?
Absolutely, Bacchus. One that comes to mind is the story of the post-it note. Back in the day, a scientist at 3 a.m. was trying to create a super strong adhesive but ended up with a weak, reusable glue. Instead of tossing it out, someone got creative and thought, hey, what if this could be used to make sticky notes that don't leave residue? Boom! Problem solved in a totally unexpected way, and now we've got a staple in offices worldwide. Another example is when a community used colorful murals and art to reduce crime in their neighborhood. Instead of just relying on police presence, the logical fix, they got creative with beautification, which built pride and connection, making the area safer. Got any personal moments where create? I'd love to hear.
Okay, what is the most effective way to generate creative ideas?
Love that question, Vacus. One of the most effective ways is to mix things up. Try brainstorming without judgment. Let your mind wander, to jot down even the wildest ideas. Sometimes stepping away from the problem, like taking a walk or chatting with someone totally unrelated to the topic, sparks fresh perspectives. Also, combining different fields or experiences, like mixing art with science, can lead to some seriously cool. What's your go to method for getting those creative juices flowing?
Okay, does brainstorming improve creativity? How?
Yes, absolutely. Brainstorming is like a playground for creativity. When you toss out ideas freely, without worrying about right or wrong, open the door for unexpected connections and fresh thinking. It's especially powerful in groups because different perspectives bounce off each other, sparking even more ideas. Plus, the energy and momentum keep the creative vibes flowing. Have you tried brainstorming sessions before? What was your experience like?
Okay. My next question and very important question: how can team encourage creativity among members?
Ah, now we're getting into the teamwork magic. Encourage creativity. A team needs to create a safe space where everyone feels comfortable sharing even the wildest ideas. No judgment allowed. Celebrating diverse viewpoints and encouraging playful experimentation helps too. Leaders can set the tone by being open to risks and framing failures as learning moments. Also, mixing up routines, like holding brainstorming sessions in fun, informal settings, can spark fresh energy. What's the vibe like in your teams? Do you feel creativity gets the spotlight?
Is creativity natural, or can it be learned over time?
Great question, Gus. Creativity is a bit of both. It's natural in the sense that everyone has a capacity for it, but it's definitely something you can nurture and grow over time. Like a muscle, the more you exercise through curiosity, things, and embracing mistakes, the stronger it gets. So even if you don't feel like a creative person now, that can totally change with practice. What's one creative habit you'd love to build?
What do you do when you experience a creative block?
Ah, creative block, sneaky little roadblocks we all hit. When I'm stuck, I like to switch gears. Sometimes that means taking a walk, grabbing a coffee at a cozy spot, or diving into something totally unrelated like a quirky documentary or some people watching in Golden Gate Park. Giving my brain a little breather often sparks new ideas. I also jot down random thoughts, no matter how silly, because sometimes the weirdest notes lead to breakthroughs. What about you? How do you shake off a creative block?
How important is creativity in work today?
Oh, it's huge, Bacchus. In today's changing world, creativity at work is just a nice to have. It helps teams adapt, innovate, and solve problems in fresh ways that keep businesses ahead of the curve. Plus, creative workplaces tend to be more engaging and fun, which boosts morale and productivity. Have you noticed creativity playing a big role where you work or study?
Does technology enhance creativity or limit it?
Such a timely question. Technology is like a double edged sword when it comes to creativity. On one hand, the possibilities. Think digital art, music production, instant access to info, and tools that help brainstorm or collaborate across the globe. On the other hand, too much screen time or reliance on tech can some original thinking if we get stuck in templates or distractions. It's all about balance and using it as a launchpad, not a crutch. How do you feel tech impacts your creative flow?
Okay, my next question: do school system promote creativity or surprise it? And what is the difference between creativity and innovations?
Oh, two great questions rolled into one, love it. First, about schools, it really depends. Some schools do a fantastic job encouraging creativity through project based learning, arts, and open ended questions. Others, unfortunately, stick more to rote memorization and standardized tests, which can feel like a creativity eater. The good news is there's a growing education more creative and flexible. As for creativity vs. innovation, creativity is all about coming up with new ideas, thinking outside the box.
Okay,
Innovation takes it a
okay,
step further by turning those creative.
okay, Emily. My
Cool, Vacus, if you.
okay, my question: how long do you explore creative options before choosing a solutions?
Great question, Vacus. Honestly, it depends on the problem and stakes. Sometimes a quick brainstorm and gut feeling are enough, especially for smaller stuff. Other times, I like to give myself a bit more breathing room, maybe a day or two, to explore different angles, sleep on it, and see if new ideas pop up. The sweet spot is balancing enough exploration to get fresh ideas without overthinking and getting stuck. How do you usually handle that? Quick decisions are more of a deep dive.
Okay, my next question and last question: if you could improve your creativity, what would you change first?
Ooh, love that one to wrap up. If I could boost my creativity, I'd probably work on embracing more mistakes and not being so quick to judge ideas as good or bad. Sometimes that inner critic can shut down cool thoughts before they even get a chance to breathe. What about you? If you could tweak your creative process, what would you change first?
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot. I'm satisfied for all the answer. Thank you.